I just wanted to make a little video on these magnetic lights here that I found on Amazon, and I have not been contacted by the company. I spent my own money on these. I haven't been sponsored, endorsed. I don't get any sort of affiliate link, nothing. So if you buy it, I don't get nothing out of it. If you don't, I get nothing out of it. So rest assured that my opinions are of my own and not pre-scripted crap that I've been paid to do. But anyways, so basically, I was looking for something that I could just stick onto the back of a vehicle, regardless of if that truck had a tow light or not, or just something I could stick onto the back of, really anything. The tow light has feet on the bottom like this, but it has a light on the side of it, so it's good for sticking on top. That's not always an option. These have the light on the opposite side of the magnet, so you can stick it on like the trunk lid or anywhere on the back where the tow light may or may not be an option for that. But if I had one of these in my tow bag, or just kept one of these in the trucks that run scrap and nobody ever charges the tow light or whatever, or when you're hauling just weird odd loads that stick out, or just anything where you might need a little extra warning, these are nice because you have the option to, if I turn it on, they're actually surprisingly bright, but you have the option to have extra lighting just as amber warning light like running lights, or there's a button on the back and you can cycle through various flash patterns. There's only like 4 of them or whatever, so it's not like you gotta cycle through all day to find what you're looking for. But it has the option to either just be a warning light or a strobe light, whatever you happen to need. And then whatever you set it at, if you hold the button to turn it off, then the next time you push it, it saves the memory and it's the same pattern, so you don't have to cycle through them. So if I just wanted to stick this onto the back of a junk car to run scrap loads at night and have a warning on the back, I can do that real quick and easy. I did take it out today and I put it on the back of a Pontiac and went about 8 miles with it, and it held on just fine. Alright, I already took the straps off, but 8 miles later down the highway and we are good. The battery life on this thing is about 20 hours. I think it said 20 hours of continuous use. There's some spec sheets. I might post up the info. But the magnets on this thing are actually surprisingly strong. They have just these rubber covers over these little round magnets here, and they're actually a lot stronger than you would think they would be. I was surprised at actually how well these held on. And do I have anything? Of course I don't have anything. Okay, so this is just a little metal guard for a lathe, and that doesn't really weigh anything, but that's hopefully that'll kind of give you some indication as to how effective that magnet is. So there are obviously some advantages and disadvantages over this, but the main points I like about this so far, I haven't really done an extensive test of the battery life or durability. It's rechargeable, which is what I was looking for, and it has the ability to either be solid or strobe, and it's magnetic, so I don't have to have any wires. So they were about $60 roughly. Came in a pack of 2, and it has a plug for either charging it in the vehicle. It has a splitter so you can use the plug to charge both at the same time, and it has a wall adapter so you can charge it at home outlet. So let's actually get some testing done and go see what it looks like outside. Alright, so I have grabbed a tow light from one of my tow trucks. So that would be the normal thing that would go on top. And I have also grabbed one of these. So we can just stick that right there. And you can see it's actually surprisingly bright. in comparison. And this trunk actually has quite a bit of a curve to it, so we don't really have too much internal flat area to work with here. So we want to do something like that, but let's see, yeah, all this stuff is plastic down here, so yeah, this is probably going to be the best area right there on that trunk to work with. So we'll just do that. Just imagine we didn't have any sort of running lights at all. Okay. Put that back to solid. So we can see the comparison of the regular tow light. Now the tow light does have the advantage of it has a transmitter where it is wired in, so you have left and right turn signals as well as a brake light instead of just basically a running light. But not every tow light is charged. Not every tow truck actually has one because they fall out or get corroded or what have you. And then also we do have a lot of vehicles that are starting to have aluminum roofs or convertible tops or different situations where putting this on top is not an option. It has nowhere to go. So sometimes I end up putting this inside like the trunk deck lid area right behind the rear window on some of those cars. But there's usually, the back of the vehicle where if I had something like this, that would probably be an option for that. Let's stick that on there. I know this holds, like we're not even gonna bother to test that. I've done thousands of miles on those tow lights. No big deal. Alright, so I have been bouncing these things down the highway for, the last hour or so, and I've had zero issues with them coming off. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't have them, obviously. But I am more than thoroughly confident that these are going to hang on for whatever I need them to do. They have a red charging light when they are charging, and the light does turn to green when they are done, so we'll see how long that takes. But so far so good. So tomorrow night, I'm gonna see how many junkers I can run at night with one of these, and I'll just leave it on a solid on the back of those cars, running them back to the scrapyard at night. So we'll see how that goes.